What's up, summoners? King Blair here. Today, we're going to be testing out the new and improved Sage Baal and Sasan, also featuring Cerise. So this is going to be very preliminary because I still haven't figured out exactly what gear I want on him. So I kind of gave him some pieces and came up with this. Ideally, in the future, I want him to have like 200 more defense, 2k more HP, and maybe 10 more speed, right? That's the end goal. But kind of looking through, it's not bad gear at all. Like, at all. It actually rolled very, very well for him. But of course, some of the things did low roll. Some of the things are like this piece. That's 15% that I'm losing of HP. This set could be a lot more speed. It has crit hit damage that he doesn't really need. So there is a lot of room for improvement for my Sage Baal. So this is very, very early cut, but he's still doing nutty things, and I am so hyped to actually get him the godlike gear that he actually deserves. As far as Mola, I know you guys are going to be asking about that. We did Mola his S3 fully, so we do get that big smack with the S3. That's actually quite impressive. The S2 still needs a few Mola, just know that he can get more CR and has a higher percent chance to land, and the S1 again has a way higher percent chance to land, so it's sad that we don't have that. Besides bad, not losing too much out on that. So that's the Sage Baal you'll be seeing. All these will be unedited clips, so you guys get to see that I'm not making the stuff up that I do like in the teams that I bring him in. He does do a lot of work. I will show also my Cerise because most likely we are going to try to pick her as well with our Sage Baal because they're actually really good together. They play really well into control. So I do have the Cerise here. This is not her video, so if we don't get to use her, it's no big deal. But just in case, here's the gear that I do have on her right now. Pretty nice with a 27 speed chest. You guys are probably going to be like, man, you're a whale or something, right? Of course, could get her faster if I change out this neck and change out this sword. But right now, I'm really happy with the way she is. It's a control Bruiser Cerise. She's not supposed to cleave, which is why she doesn't have 100%. Right, enough of introduction. If you like the video and like the units, make sure you like, subscribe, and join the Discord server, especially if you want to see these units in the future. Right, now let's start in World Arena. We'll try him in Arena and in Guild Wars. In World Arena, oh my gosh, y'all, I love Sage Baal in RTA. He is so fun. He's clutched me out so many wins that it's actually kind of crazy how much he does. We do get the first pick, so if you guys didn't know, FCC does kind of destroy Sage Baal a little bit, so we're going to pre-ban her. Also, I don't like FCC, so I'm okay pre-banning this. As soon as we get first pick, we'll just pick Cerise, and we'll pick Sage Baal later in the draft, just because I think he's a really good counter pick, but I don't think he's the type of unit that you want to pick early, because he has a lot of counters, right? Like a Tywin. He's picking the RB, so we might actually get to see him against Cleave. Yeah, we're going to get to see him against Cleave. Which will actually not be bad, right? So let's go with something that we're used to. Let's just take the Sage Baal right now. Oh, let's take the Tomoka away, because I feel like he will have some pretty nasty stuff if we let him keep this Tomoka. Interesting cleave so far. Let's finish it out. I know we don't have that much damage, but Sage Baal should actually be able to carry the damage for us. And of course, Sage Baal, he most likely bans his Cerise, which is what I said. You probably won't even get to see the Cerise for a very, very long time. Interesting. I'm pretty sure he bans the Cerise or the Tomoka, which will leave us with the current team we have right now. The FCC, the Sage Baal should actually be able to lock it down. And honestly, we could leave her open as well. Let's just do this. He most likely bans the Cerise. Yeah, there's the Cerise ban. So we'll get to see Sage Baal and Tomoka in action. I'm surprised he actually let all the other units through. Interesting. It's probably just a thing because it's early arena, so I'm finding people that like aren't as good. We do have Sage Baal on imprints, and we are going to put the effectiveness ones on him this time because I want him to be able to land his Devos against this team, or we're going to have a bad time. All right, let's see it. Let's see it. I've been having some really great fights with him, so I hope you guys get to see him in action as well and can make your own things. So he will get first turn. We see that CC is pretty fast, but we do outspeed because Sage Baal, as I mentioned, Sage Baal can cut in. And we get some nasty sleeps. So now he doesn't get the provoke. We get to use Tomoka, and we basically just won the fight because of that Sage Baal S2. So this should take care of that RB. I'll be surprised if he survives this, unless it's a Moonlight Dreamblade. And nothing from the Seaside side. I kind of don't want to S3 just because I don't want to give him the stacks. And I want to provoke down this FCC. So yeah, we're kind of going control with this one. I don't want to wake up his Yuna either, so Let's start chunking down the C side. We'll get to see the S3 damage as well soon, because I'm pretty sure the C side will actually put him pretty low. This is gonna hurt, right? So this one's gonna hurt a lot. But you'll get to see the Sage Baal damage, which is nice. So we do live pretty easily. Let's just get rid of his C side right now. And now time for the S3. This is the part that you guys are probably have been like, how's the damage, King? How's the damage? All right, S3 damage time. I think it'll do around like 10k. He's a little bit below half health. So let's check out the damage. 9k, not bad. Pretty good. Pretty good. And we stung up from Abyssal Crown. So if we had a Portrait of the Saviors, that's like 14k, right? And you have to realize if that had killed, it's pretty freaking nasty. Right, so it would have been really, really nice. But y'all saw how much work our Sage Baal did. That S2 let him cut in against the enemy, let us take the next turn, and slept his team, which messed up his cleave absolutely. And my Sage Baal is on the slower side, right? Imagine a 240 speed Sage Baal. Sage Baal has a massive ceiling that I feel like I really need to give him better gear. Like the same gear as like my other unit halves. Because he deserves it. He's actually that good, and he will be gaining more Mola in the future. Let's try one more RTA match, because that was pretty fun. That was pretty nice. Y'all got to see kind of the control idea behind Sage. You guys got to see the S3 damage. I think that was an amazing showcase. Honestly, I could end the video right there and just be like, alright, video done. But I want to see it one more time. I don't know if this is the same guy we fought, but he did get first pick, so we'll see. Again, we'll just ban FCC. He banned Flurry, so I don't think it's the same guy. He probably picked Cerise here. Cerise has become like a first pick. I think it's just everyone wants to play around with her. Yeah, there's the Cerise. So we might have to ban it. But for now, let's go for a tankier team. So y'all get to see the other team I've been cooking with Sage Baal, which is actually a tank team, right? So I think Sage Baal is really good for control teams, but I also think he shines very well in a tank team that can keep him alive, and he can control as the fight goes on. And because the S3 gets stronger and stronger as Frenzy goes up, it can get really, really nasty for them. He hasn't given me a reason to not ban his Cerise, which we most likely will ban. Cerise is pretty much perma-banned at this point. Rylet. We'll still go Tomoka, just because we saw that he did have the RB. And this should interrupt him. And even though he does have the ML Craw, I'll still pick the Sage Baal into him. I don't mind it too much. Let's bring the Tomoka in here. And I could bring the Emil Haste, and we could have some healing. I think I'll actually do that to completely shut off the RB. And then we'll pick the Sage Baal. Honestly, if he doesn't pick any other like scary attack unit, like damage unit, I might just ban the... He most likely bans the Tomoka, right? Because that's the only damage I've left for him. But we should be able to do enough damage. He has no sustain yet. I don't think he'll add any sustain. We haven't shown that we're doing any control type of thing. So we can actually punish him not bringing any anti-control units. So Emil Rain is actually a pretty interesting option here. I think that's countering my Tomoka. I might actually just ban the Last Rider Craw and just leave him the Cerise. Even though Cerise is disgusting. So he's the one that's playing the control team. Interesting. So let's do this. And let's ban this, actually. I want to see what he got to do with the control team. So this is a more Bruiser approach to Sage Baal, and we'll see how this does. Cerise does kind of cuck him a little bit, which is annoying. One thing I didn't mention is you really want immunity on your Sage Baal, because right now, because of our immunity, we have ways to get around a lot of the units, right? So he'll have to pick, does he stun with the ML Rain? Does she stun my Tomoka, or does he stun something else, right? Pretty fast too. It was a good choice that he banned the A Tywin. Maybe we'll get lucky here with the no strip. So he gets the full thing. That's tough. Y'all will get to see a little bit showcase from the rest of his team. He won't be able to steal though, which means he only gets a stun. Decides to go for my Tomoka. Gets the R and L. Oh man. He'll probably go for S2 here. Stun S2. Most likely. We resisted with Sage Baal, which is actually pretty nutty. Let's set up increased defense, because we don't want just getting one shot. And I think we can actually do some nasty work with Sage Baal here. So let's try a little bit of Sage Baal action. Maybe we get some nasty sleeps. We got two. Pretty good. So not bad. He most likely is going to start trying to work on my Sage Ball. Or just one-shot my Tomoka. Yeah, he decided just to do the one-shot on the Tomoka. Not bad. I actually prefer this overall. We should have maybe S2 to give the Sage Ball the... Oh, see, he's not respecting the Sage Ball, y'all. Holy, he's just gonna get every single extra turn. He's gonna stun here again too. Dang, dude. Control's doing what it's supposed to do. He's starting to go on my ammo haste because he doesn't want me dunking on him. Dang, this actually kind of sucks. He got a lot of RNLs this game. He got another one? Oh my goodness. We're just getting RNG'd to death. Another one. Oh, at least we're getting lucky 15%, right? So, like, it's all balanced in the world. Our Sage Ball will finally be freed. Just for a little bit, though. Now he's realizing we do actually have an Idol's Cheer. So that will be pretty nice coming up. Alright, and we're going to get to Dunkaroonies. Let's just get rid of this Crescent Moon Rain, dude. This Crescent Moon Rain's been giving me problems. I'll just execute her with Sage Ball. So let's just execute here, because we're light. So no full health, how much damage does it do, right? So that's something you might be wondering. It still does pretty good damage. So if you didn't know, it actually does pretty good damage. So it's fine that he's doing the S2 here, because now he will be able to keep immunity for longer. Ooh, this is getting close, y'all. I'm getting nervous. He got a lot of lucky things with the rest of his team. We cannot touch this Rylot though. Oh man, now I'm gonna regret not having saved that S3 for this for the Rylot. I think we lose here. Close. He just got Cerise is just nuts. So we didn't get to see it pop off too much. We did get to see some of the damage that he can actually bring. It's pretty much over. He got way too many RNLs that game. One RNL, one stun in the Cerise. There was a lot of things that went wrong for us. But again, not bad, right? So Sage Ball can still do execute things. I probably should have saved the S2, but S3. Maybe S3 the Rylot and pray that it didn't one-shot my Sage, and then S3 with the Sage. There were some things I could have done. But that's for RTA. Not bad, right? He actually does damage. He does sleep. And you have to remember, we didn't have those S2s maxed out. So we probably would have been able to actually hit the Cerise if we actually had taken this. So, not bad. Fun times. I enjoyed it, right? It was fun. But all right, now let's do a couple of Guild Wars. I don't think he's that great for Arena. But let's just do another one. You guys already, at this point, should already know what Sage Ball is capable of, right? We saw him with no like full HP. We saw him with almost no HP, and now we're gonna get to see him just overall. I already preset the teams for this, or I thought I did, but I realized it was on my phone. So let me just do that really fast. I just want to show the cutting potential of Sage Ball, how it's actually really, really nasty. The one thing is that Cerise does counter him, which if you don't have Cerise, you have to be careful of Cerise, because Cerise stops the S2. So that last game, if his Cerise had missed the restrict on the Sage Ball, the Mui would not have been able to get off her stun, and we would have won the fight. And our Tomoka would have been able to do a lot of nasty stuff. If we got that on Nemo Rin. It would have been a lot better for us, right? We would have been in a much better position. So Sage Ball cutting, really, really good. Really gets countered by Cerise, which is why you kind of have to pick Cerise in a lot of scenarios. Which is kind of sucks, because if you don't have Cerise, you're going to have to ban her if you want to play Sage Ball. You're going to be suffering. You're not going to get as much out of a kit as he can get. But all right, going back to the game. So I kind of wanted to show how we can cut into things like Rose, even though we kind of already saw that. Again, these Guild Wars are not representative of the true strength, because they're a little bit lower than we should be right now. For my level, right? So this is something that I should be able to easily clear. And we were taking Kairon to the bottom. We were taking Kali to the bottom. And Ross to the bottom. So let me do these teams really fast. Again, unedited. Because of my software capabilities as of right now, since I'm on vacation. And because I should have set this up before, but I realized it's on another device. Okay, Sage Ball. And we just need something to just like We cannot, honestly, we could just put Cerise here and the game's over, right? But that'd be kind of boring. So let's do a full control. And let's do something like Tomoka. Or let's do a Robbie for safety. Let's just do something like this. Because I really do like him on bruiser teams. It's actually really fun to use him in a bruiser team. It's probably one of my favorites. So we outsped. So we'll just get the sleep here. But see that the team is disrupted. Ideally, the S rolls S3s and he gets a 20%. But because he didn't get it, it's just going to be an easy clap. So it's not that great because it's not representative of what he can actually do in a team. So let's just end it really quick. This guy was too weak for us to try it out on. So after this, we'll go back to arena. So I'll try to finish these quickly, just so we can do it. But again, full HP, no rage, no anything, on a light unit that may have warriors or not. Let's see how much damage it does, right? So 3k raw damage, full attack is not bad, right? True damage. You have to realize that that's true damage. If we get a Portal of the Saviors, that's almost like, what, 5k? 5k at full health is not bad at all. And like, there's so much more I can do with him. Right, this is pretty much over. So fun, dude. Sage Baal is probably my favorite unit so far. Cerise feels too broken. In my opinion, Cerise just feels too broken. Like, Cerise actually feels like a super meta unit now. It's disgusting. It's become everyone's first pick at this point. Everyone first picks Cerise because they don't want the other player getting Cerise. Let's start working on this. We should be able to kill the Chansey one shot. He doesn't have any damage mitigation for this. Granted, we didn't get greater basket, but yeah, we kill. Barely. And we're going to have to just stall out. So, alright. While this fight finishes, let me just talk a little bit about the fights that we've been seeing, right? So, what's good, what's bad, what's mediocre, right? So, what I really like is the S2. The S2 is probably one of my favorite parts. The S3 actually being able to do something is also just absolutely ridiculous to me. Because it just makes it so, like, you can actually execute in the game. And I've had so many games. I'm sad we didn't get to that one this time. His Rylet killed me too fast. But if we had been able to kill the Rylet, right? If we had done some different decision making and maybe try to go for a raw kill on that Rylet, on that other RTA fight, we would have been able to do an S3 Sage Baal, and he would have lost just because Sage Baal S3 can kill squishy units so fast and the skill cycles so fast that he would not have been able to keep up with it. Maybe with the Cerise or 6, he might have been able to win, right? So we didn't get to see Cerise so far, so let's get out of Guild Wars and let's try an arena fight. Just try and control, right? Let's just try some fun control things in arena with Cerise, and I did say I want to show her one time to you guys. So we'll go against this team, kind of similar team that we went before. So it'll be here, and let's just try this team, right? A similar team to what I used before. Essentially, the S2 on the S3 on Cerise should get rid of the immunity. The S2 on Sage Baal should sleep the rest of the team and strip the barrier, right? That's the idea behind this team. Cerise, Sage Baal, actually pretty nasty. We did get to see Cerise on the enemy team though. If we land, because Cerise doesn't miss anymore, if we land the slow debuff, our Tomoko actually outspeeds. Yep. Oh, we didn't outspeed. It's okay. She'll go on Cerise. So okay. Oh, why is she going on Sage Baal? What? I feel betrayed. Interesting. So they really made it so they won't go for invincible units. I did not know that. So we do get rid of the RB. Hopefully we'll end the stun here. Onto the... Oh, we missed the T-Serin. Oh, and she gets a graded attack. Oh, I think Sage Baal is gone, y'all. Oh, we're lapping because Cerise is busted. Oh, we missed again. At least we won't have the debuff anymore. So at least we won't die. Wow, Cerise is still really good. Cerise is so busted, y'all. And look how we're lapping with the Sage Baal. Granted, that thing is not maxed out, but let's just leave the Cerise for the end. Since we slept, we get more CR. Y'all see how many turns I'm taking? And it's only a 229 speed Sage Baal. Look at this. 3 units are controlled. I can just get rid of her unless, you know, we miss again. Thank you. Essentially, just look at that. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I almost don't want to use the S2 at this point, just so we can keep seeing Sage Baal cycle. So let's just start doing the S3. So this is on a dark unit. So he'll do more damage on dark, 15% more. If he had portrait, he'd be doing insane amount of damage. Oh my gosh, dude. Not even half health is already doing 7k. Imagine on portrait build, on like 20k HP build, with more, oh man, with attack buff. This unit's not okay, y'all. This unit is actually kind of nuts. Holy moly, Sage Baal is nuts. Sage Baal is actually nuts. And the best part about it, it's on a Fortune cooldown, which is what's just insane to me. And this actually hurts F clear so much too, dude. I think Cera's buff is actually one of the most disgusting buffs they could have done. We're just gonna finish her off with top model. I don't think he'll be able to tank too much longer. We might get to see another Sage Baal S3. Let me just hold off on just killing her. And sleep? Oh, just the Abyssal Crown stun. Look at all the Devos, dude. Sleep? There we go. We actually are just lapping him, dude. We can't. He can't even move. We're not even going to get to see it. But fun fact, you can actually soul burn this. And it becomes like a 1-turn cooldown. So essentially, you get it up. Like, it'll be like this. If I had soul burnt it, it would have already been here. So you can just spam it, dude. S3 is actually broken. It's actually insane. And I am so excited to keep playing with him. But, alright. So as far as thoughts. So now, let's conclude the video with some thoughts. I should be champion. So I'll try him in champion arena. Even though I don't think he's the best for arena. Hopefully you got a good idea of what he can do. In all aspects of the game. But alright. Final thoughts on Sage Baal. So my build, I really like the idea of my build, but I need more to make it work properly. So again, I need to replace pieces like, this one's actually really good, right? So I need to replace pieces like this, right? While the effectiveness is really good, I could get a lot more defense, I could get a lot more speed, a lot more HP, and a lot more stats that will actually benefit him. And just 15% because this is only a level 71 piece, right? So this build is super achievable. I can get so much more speed too. Imagine if all this went into speed and effectiveness. I could have had 240 speed Sage Baal. So ideally, end game goal of what I'm trying to do with my Sage Baal is get him to 2.2k attack, 20k defense, 1.3k defense, 20k HP, and 240 speed. And that's the ideal end goal with about 110 effectiveness. Effectiveness is not as important on Sage Baal anymore because of the new frenzy changes. The longer the fight goes, you're going to be able to hit everyone with this S2, S1, right? So it makes him a late game killing machine, but also has insane early game potential against cleave teams, which is what I really, really like about him. So a lot of changes can be made to this current build to A, make him tankier, B, make him faster, and just make him overall better. But already at this point, he's already starting to become an integral part to my draft and starting to make me become a bruiser control player. So some things to watch out for. Cerise destroys him, which is like every unit who does the Cerise not destroy, right? So Cerise is probably the best unit right now in the game. But him and Cerise, you can really control down units. Also watch out for a Tywin and also watch out for Fallen Cecilia. But if they don't bring a lot of these units, or if you draft them for yourself, you're going to be stomping on the enemy with the power of Sage Baal. That is all I got for you guys today. I hope you all enjoyed the showcase, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.